One of the beautiful things about the internet is it's so easy to gather feedback about people and what they're doing, right? So
Hmm.
from its most basic form of just having general web analytics, putting Google Analytics on a website
Hmm.
and measuring people's activity, to far more robust ways of gathering data, gathering online feedback via online polls, or
Yep.
using tools that do session recordings or heat maps. There's ways to constantly do research and say, okay, well, let me get a view of what kind of experience people are
Hmm.
having and get a sense based on that research of where are they having issues, what
Yeah,
kinds of questions are they posing, why aren't they doing the things that I'm
that's
expecting
right.
them to do, and then taking that information and saying, okay, how do we create some ideas about how we solve these problems for people,
Hmm.
and then the ability to test that in real time and actually say, did that work, is
Hmm.
that actually solving problems for people? All of those things can really dramatically impact the business performance of any company who puts those things into practice, because
Hmm.
now you're getting the most out of all those dollars you're spending to
That's right.
drive people to your experience, and you're really maximizing that. So now it's not just about driving revenue, which is important, but it's about driving profit, right? It's about reducing
Yeah.
your costs, and saying, how do we get more out of the money that we're spending so you're getting a better return on that investment.
Yeah, so you need to find out where those points of friction are. So you need the right tools and maybe technology to help you do that. Going back to your analogy of the in-person kind of Sears model, um, and even today in person, savvy companies and brands that want to know how they can improve that experience, they're watching the flow of traffic in the store. They're seeing someone get there and kind of scratch their head as lost as to they're looking for something, they can't find it. So translate that to online. That's really sounds like what you're saying is you need to have the right tools with heat maps and Google Tag Manager and looking at things. Where are people getting hitting a hitch? Where are people getting stopped in their tracks, and why are they stopping? Why are they leaving this page? Why are they doing those things? That's critical. That's very critical for brands today to know. I think even just to start before you start running a campaign,
Yep.
before you put together more sophisticated workflow, is just seeing what are people looking at currently and what are they not doing.
Yeah, and I mean, the smart companies have a framework in place to keep doing that constantly, right? Because they're getting a constant influx of new people.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting out new products and services. Competitors are making changes. The market is changing. So you have to have a system where you're getting consistent feedback because all those changes are happening, and you have to be able to measure and adapt, measure and adapt, measure and
Yeah.
adapt to all those changes. So people are getting that framework in place to say, how are we constantly kind of making sure we're monitoring this and understanding how people are interacting, so we can keep making those little tweaks and little adjustments that allow people to more easily accomplish what they want to accomplish and what we want them to accomplish, which is, of
Right.
course, doing business with us.